Tayyip Erdoğan kürsüyü teşrif ettiler.
Buyurun. Aziz milletim, değerli misafirler,
My great nation, distinguished
hanımefendiler, beyefendiler,
ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests,
bu anlamlı buluşmada
on this meaningful day, at this meaningful gathering, I would like to cordially welcome you all and extend my love and affection.
bugün ülkemiz
Today,
tarihi bir güne
we will witness a historic day
60
for our
yıllık
country.
rüyasının gerçeğe dönüşmesine
We will
birlikte
altogether witness
şahitlik ediyoruz.
Turkey's 60-year-old
Biliyorsunuz, yıllardır
dream becoming real.
kendi otomobilini
As you know,
üretmesi gerektiğini, bizim
that Turkey should produce its own cars and that we deserve more than assembling the parts of the cars is what I have been reiterating for years. We have increased the automotive production potential of our country from 350,000 to a level that exceeds more than 1.5 million. Exports in this sector in volume has reached to $32 billion, but unfortunately we had not been able to get results from our efforts to produce our own for a long time. We have taken many steps in this regard. We have made many attempts. Reserving all rights to belong our country, preparing by means of great labor by our designers and engineers, producing with national technologies and announcing the name of our own car to the entire world has been our dream. And we were looking for the brave people for this reason. And finally, brave people who believed in this dream, who assumed responsibility, have come to the foreground and founded the Automotive Initiative Group of Turkey. And I would like to thank to them personally and on behalf of my nation. Setting up a professional team that focused solely on their job brought their activities to our day. For this venture, more than 100 Turkish engineers spent days and nights, worked at the expense of staying away from home and their children, and exerted many efforts. And some of them are those friends who have left their prestigious works abroad and returned to their homeland with great enthusiasm just to take part in this project. And our CEO is one of them, and I would like to thank to him personally. But throughout this process, we have moved quietly, but very much profoundly. And now we are unveiling the vehicles today, just as we promised 2 years ago, for the first time with you. Of course, we chose this place we are in for a particular reason. This is Turkey's ICT Valley. This is the technology base which will shape Turkey's future. In fact, we are putting two mega projects in practice simultaneously on this historic day. We both realize the official opening of our ICT Valley and share with you the prototypes of our vehicles. Using this opportunity, I extend my gratitude to everyone from the Industry and Technology Ministry, Turkish Union of Chambers and Commodity Exchanges, especially the Automotive Initiative Group members, for contributing to this project. Distinguished guests, distinguished friends, Turkey's quest for local and national car is not something new to us. As you know, we have been pursuing this dream for nearly 60 years. The story of Devrim, the first domestic automobile experiment, is also an example showing how our dreams indeed turned into nightmares. We outside saw the car called Devrim. What happened to our entrepreneurs who had previously made airplanes, engines, and gun production happened exactly the same for the Devrim car. Some people who were working on behalf of some other, who were the voice of some others, and who were protecting the interests of some others, questionably emerged and did sabotaging for that project, as they did for other projects. The mentality that prevented the orders to come from the aircraft factory in Kayseri and the orders received from outside for export activities is still active today. The person who made admirable productions in the arms factory he established in difficult conditions was assassinated and blown up together with his factory. And in time, we all saw what the purpose of the people who did that was, wasting the efforts of all who were working tooth and nail to produce Turkey's own engineers was what some people did. And the same mentality is here standing against us. And the interesting thing is that the Minister of the Industry of the time also participated in such activities. For example, the campaign that was called "Turks Cannot Produce Cars." Those who say that the domestic cars can neither be produced technologically nor is there enough market did welcome the automobile factories established by Western companies in our country. Only a few years after what they said. However, if these initiatives had been successfully implemented during a time when the vehicles market was on the rise, today we in Turkey would have been completely in a different place now. 65 years after the Silver Motor initiative, we are still suffering from not being able to produce our engines ourselves. Using this opportunity, I commemorate our teacher, Necmettin Erbakan, who started the first engine factory of our country and who was a strong advocate of the idea of industrialization. Hopefully, when all projects initiated with different institutions are completed, we will have solved the issues as regards engine manufacturing completely and in a way which will help meet all of our needs in a few years. We leave it to our nation, to you, to ask for the account of the 65 years we lost. Dear friends, this nation will do it, will achieve it, and if we believe firmly, we will achieve it in the best way. The fact that the car Devrim stopped on the road as it only ran out of gasoline was taken up by some to use this as a campaign to dispose the whole project, and you can be rest assured that they will try to do the same for the new car. But this time we will not let them. They have managed to block the road for Devrim, but they will not be able to impede for the vehicle of our era. In order to come to this point, we have been working for 17 years, working hard and sweating. But what happened at the end of 17 years? We raised our national income from $236 billion to $950 billion and increased it by 4 times. Although there has been some decline in dollars terms during the recent years, we hope we will surpass the $1 trillion figure as soon as possible and claim the positions we deserve. We have increased our exports volume from $36 billion to $170 billion and increased the figure by 5 times. We have achieved an almost 9 million extra employments. And on this occasion, I wish that the minimum wage figure of 2020 announced yesterday to be 2,325 liras will be auspicious for our country employees and our employers. So when we took office, we made a promise. We said that we will not have our employees crushed by the inflation rates. So this means that we will never come up with a minimum wage which falls short, which goes under the inflation rates. And we did it this time. And now standing at a figure which is 3% higher than the inflation rate, this increase in the minimum wage will continue. So they say they want that
Çarkın dönmesi için de hesabı, kitabı ona göre yapacağız. Bizim sözümüz ne? Asgari ücret
this wheels turn, and we made a promise not to have our employees and employers crushed under the rough effects of inflation. And this 3% higher,
2002'ye göre reel olarak
standing at 15%, which is 3% higher than the inflation rate. This increase in the minimum wage corresponds to a 154% increase in real terms as compared to 2002. And through our investments in our country's transportation infrastructure, we have made our country to leap forward. And one of the best examples of that is right next to where we are located. It is a source of pride for Turkey, Osman Gazi Bridge project. But some people are not used to such things. They are used to going across bridges, across waters, using small ships, and we aim to bring many other roads and bridges and airports to the service of our citizens with many other mega projects. Our investments, the investments we have made established also strong technology, science, climate. Today we have 270 universities, some 1,500 R&D and design centers, 85 technology development zones, and 112,000 researchers working around this infrastructure. With our ICT Valley, we now include a new and very powerful actor into the system. Thus, we are establishing one of the most successful examples of ICT activities in the world in our country. And the ICT Valley is the biggest technology development center of our country, with its closed area of approximately 2,000 square meters, established on an area of 3 million square meters. And with this valley we have established with the aim of transferring the success we have achieved in the defense industry to other areas. We aim to lay grounds for more solidly for Turkey's development. Thanks to this high-tech defense industry products we produce, we are moving towards becoming a strong global player. Products such as the national UAVs, national helicopters, ships, rifles, aircrafts, electro-optic systems, ammunition are very important in terms of showing the level and capabilities of Turkey in terms of engineering. Now it's time to adapt these products to civil technologies and to claim a larger area. And for this, all our sector representatives, manufacturers, investors, just like our brave people here do, should shoulder responsibility altogether. Turkey is not only the market of new technologies, but is now a country that develops those technologies and will become a country who will be producing for and exporting to other countries all over the world. We have this power, will, technology, the knowledge, and also the human power necessary. It's enough if we trust in ourselves, if we have self-confidence and believe in ourselves. Dear friends, our ICT Valley is one of the steps we have taken to bring together our capabilities and to give direction to the trends of the coming period. For this purpose, we establish a connection to Marmaray and our RCT Valley and TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center. Therefore, we bring a population of 20 million together with the ICT Valley, where the technologies of tomorrow will thrive, and we can call this a transportation line, mega technology corridor. And in addition to the Izmir Institute of Technology, we're establishing the new technology development zone under the roof of the ICT Valley. Here is the Osman Gazi Bridge, and you can now drive to Izmir in 2.5 hours. And this way, we bring Kocaeli and Izmir provinces together in terms of technology. And we seek to create a technology base that can compete in the international arena with the knowledge to be generated here. Turkey's productive young people will bring their energy to form concrete projects here. With this technology base, we will have our country to leap forward. And the most important component of new technologies, as you know, is software. And for this purpose, we will have a development in terms of software here, and we will rapidly increase the number of more than 170,000 software developers to over 500,000. And we will further expand the scope of our educational activities to provide our children with software development competence. And ICT Valley will host one of the new generation software schools that we will open. We work with the technology companies, NGOs, and all the relevant institutions. And the ICT Valley will also be the center of the open source platform. And because of all these advantages, ICT Valley will be hosting Turkey's automobile project. And the factory where our automobiles will be manufactured will be Bursa province, where the heart of this country's industry beats. And you might wonder where in Bursa province exactly. Let me give you the good news. In Gemlik, there are premises by our Turkish armed forces, owned by our Turkish armed forces, an area of 4 million square meters, and about 1 million square meters of that area will be designated for these activities, and the cars will start being manufactured there, hopefully. Gemlik district and Bursa city hopefully will benefit from that project, and this project will be beneficial and auspicious for all. With this vehicle whose intellectual and industrial rights will belong entirely to us, the world will be introduced with a competitive Turkish brand, and our country makes all strategic decisions regarding that brand, and our ideas are put in practice by our engineers, and we do not get any license for any step to be taken, and we do not get any authorization. We determine all kinds of technical properties ourselves. In other words, we now set the rules of the game. We do so in Syria. In Libya, in between Libya and Turkey, we set the rules of the game. In the defense industry and in terms of this project as well. We are
Değerli arkadaşlar,
setting the rules of the game
dünya
now.
otomotiv sanayi
Dear friends, the world automotive industry is now at a new crossroads, and we see how things change momentarily.
ağ bağlantılı teknolojileri
The
üzerinde yeni üretim
new production models emerge under the leadership of electrical autonomous technologies, and right now everyone in this race is on equal terms. We have to adapt our automotive sector, which exports $32 billion, to that very change. We cannot take things slowly. We will keep up with it fast, and artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly prominent in automobiles, as in every field, and we want to prepare our industry for the next age with all its elements. Our experience in automobile technology projects in Turkey will also pave the way and will be igniting for other projects. That is why we do not have the luxury of making mistakes. And as long as we set the rules ourselves, it doesn't matter from whom we get support or with whom we work. The illusions in this regard are the product of either ignorance, hostility, or insecurity. And one of Turkey's most eminent institutions trained in engineering are currently working on the mathematical modeling and domestic automobile industry tests. We will produce the highest performance, the most cost-effective vehicle in its class, and our vehicle will work with zero emissions and will not pollute the environment at all. So when we start the mass production, we will have the first and only non-classic naturally electric SUV model in Europe, and Turkey's car again will be the passenger car produced in our country. And I don't know if you watched the other day, the Chamber of Drivers made an announcement, and they said that they will not be purchasing any cars, any vehicles until 2022, and they will wait for the manufacturing, and once the production of the indigenous cars is complete, they will purchase their indigenous locally produced vehicles. And in 2020, all charging infrastructure will also be ready. All of our institutions have started preparations for this infrastructure. Therefore, this automobile is indigenous and national. There are those who do not know anything of being indigenous or national, but it doesn't matter. No one should try to conceal this fact. If you remember, when switching from the tube televisions to the flat screen televisions, a significant portion of the old players of the market were out of the game, and some new players were on the rise. Vestel company representatives are here, and similarly we went through a same experience when the touch screen phones replaced the old ones. So we produce technologies that will help us move from the past to the future, and we are presenting our country for the future of the world with this automobile project, with its design, battery, and charging solutions. And there are only few countries in the world who can do that. Turkey, by stepping into the field of electric cars from the very beginning, takes a position which is a couple of steps ahead of others even from now. We do not only manufacture this car, but we are also going to meet our own needs. And we pursue a global brand, and when you see these cars, coursing all over the roads of Europe. Now you will be able to tell that we have achieved our goals. So we decide on our production and exports strategy accordingly. And I know that our nation is looking forward to having this vehicle before 2022, when this car will be commercially launched. A pre-sale process can be initiated to show our nation our nation's support for the project and for the national technology movement. We can implement this method used in similar projects in the world, in our country as well. I sincerely, firmly believe that our nation will own up to this project with the demand. And as Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, I personally would like to give my first pre-order from here. Dear friends, for this project, I would like to once again thank to all the brave people who worked with courage and determination for this project, and the Turkish Union of Chambers and Commodity Exchanges, and the Ministry of Industry and Technology, the Ministry of Finance and Treasury, and all others who were involved in the project. To all of them, I would like to convey my special thanks. And I, of course, would like to state that you should not forget that you will be the heroes for carrying out such a process for our nation. You will be heroes, and your name will be written in history. Future generations will talk about your success. And as the president of the country, I would like to state that I will be always here for you from the first day on. I will personally follow every step you take, and Turkey will be a country whose steps are followed. As long as we believe in ourselves, there is no obstacle that we cannot overcome. And with these feelings, I would like to congratulate all the companies and all the team who were involved in this project once again, and wish them further success to come in their future work. May God help you and be with you. Now, all together, let's see the car of Turkey. Here you are.
Türkiye'nin arabası ve Cumhurbaşkanımız. Büyük alkışlarla lütfen. Evet, bugünü ölümsüzleştirelim istiyoruz. Şöyle sizi ortaya doğru alalım. Cumhurbaşkanımızla birlikte şu iki arabanın bir fotoğrafını alsak. Buyurun efendim. Efendim, Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın çok önemli ve altı çizilesi bir arzusu var. Made in Turkey değil diyor Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız. Made in Türkiye diyor lütfen. Efendim sizi şöyle ikisinin arasında fotoğraf çektirmek istiyorlar. Evet, işte Türkiye'nin otomobili, 60 senelik rüyamız ve devrim arabalarına emek verenlere selam olsun. Evet. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın fikirlerini nasıl buldunuz efendim?
Evet. Daha önce tabii tasarımları sağ olsun arkadaşlarımız bizlere
The design
göstermişlerdi.
was
Şimdi
shown to
artık
me
basınlarını
before
görmüş
by my
olduk.
colleagues, and
Ne
now I
kadar
see
iftihar etsek
the actual
az.
cars.
Tabii bir de
You cannot
bugün
be proud
böyle
enough,
yağmurlu falan olmamış olsaydı
and I wish that the weather was not rainy today,
ama bugün
otherwise we
sizlerle burada bunu
would have
paylaşalım dedik.
uh,
İnşallah daha sonra
taken a drive towards Ankara.
bir
But
yolculuğumuz da
now
olur.
we are here with you,
Ben
and
tekrar
hopefully we
emeği
will
geçenleri
have a road
tebrik
trip
ediyorum.
together. I would like to once again
Kutluyorum.
congratulate those who exerted efforts for that, and I would like to convey my special thanks
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızı sahnede
to
kısa
them
bir
all.
süre daha ağırlamak isteriz ama tabii önce uzun zamandan beri beklediğimiz Türkiye'nin otomobilini Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız ilk binen oluyor elbette ki. Az önce bu önemli ve Türkiye'nin hayali olan otomobillerimizin detaylarını sizlerle paylaştık. Gürcan Bey ve tabii ki Sanayi ve Teknoloji Bakanımız da biniyorlar araca. SUV modelimiz bu efendim. Türkiye'nin otomobilinin SUV modeli. Zaman içerisinde çeşitli modeller bizlerle beraber olacak. Sayın Karakaş şu anda arabamızın içinde, SUV modelimizin içinde Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza arabamızın detaylarını birebir aktarıyor. Ve elbette ki bu gururu hepimiz yaşıyoruz. Çünkü 60 senelik aslında bu asrın hayali diyebiliriz bu araç için. Türkiye'nin otomobili bu. Evet, az sonra fotoğraf çekimimizi gerçekleştireceğiz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız otomobille ilgili detayları alırken Sayın Karakaş'tan, ben de Sayın Rıfat Hisarcıklıoğlu, Sayın Tuncay Özilhan, Sayın Talip Öztürk, Sayın Ahmet Akça, Sayın Ahmet Nazif Zorlu'yu tekrar sahneye davet etmek istiyorum. Bu güzel karede 5 baba yiğidi de görelim lütfen. Bu arada az önce Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız da dile getirdiler. Eğer hava böyle olmasaydı bugün bir test sürüşü gerçekleştirecektik ve elbette ki direksiyonda Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız olacaktı. Evet, sizleri şöyle alabilir miyim efendim? Şöyle Sanayi ve Teknoloji Bakanımız ve 5 baba yiğidimiz fotoğraf çekimi için hazırlanırlarsa şöyle biraz daha öne doğru alalım sizleri, ne dersiniz? Sayın Özilhan, buyurunuz efendim. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız son derece dikkatle Sayın Karakaş'ın anlattıklarını dinliyorlar. SUV modelimiz, tekrar hatırlatmak istiyorum sizlere. Evet, böyle buyurunuz efendim. Az sonra Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız ve Sayın Karakaş da bizimle birlikte olduklarında fotoğraf çekimimizi gerçekleştiriyor olacağız. Fakat tabii ki hepimizin heyecanı o kadar büyük ki 60 yıldan beri, hatta belki 100 yıldan beri bunu bekliyoruz. Ve çok uzun zamandan beri de bu anı bekliyoruz. Sizlerle paylaşmayı hayal ediyoruz. Cumhurbaşkanımız bu bağlamda Türkiye'nin otomobilinin hayata geçmesi anlamında elbette ki en önemli role sahip. Defalarca dile getirdi. Türkiye kendi otomobilini üretmeli dedi. Programımıza başlarken videoda zaten o günleri size kısaca hatırlattık ve işte o günlerden bugünlere geldiğimizde Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız Türkiye'nin otomobilinin direksiyonunda. Evet. Efendim sizi şöyle alabilir miyim ön tarafa doğru? Buyurun Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, Sayın Sanayi ve Teknoloji Bakanımız, Beş Baba Yiğit ve CEO'muz Sayın Gürcan Karakaş. Ben de sizden kocaman bir alkış rica edeceğim. Bilmiyorum söylememe gerek var mı? Fotoğraflarımızı çekelim. Bu arada hazır bu özel ekibi bulmuşken Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza bugünün anısına ufak bir hediye takdimimiz olacak. Evet, az önce tecrübe ettiğiniz aracın, otomobilimizin efendim 16'da 1 oranında bir maketini size alamadık mı fotoğrafı? Tamam, bir saniye bekleyelim o zaman. Ve evet, Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza bu tarihi anın alüminyum 16'da 1 ölçeğinde diyoruz. Evet, Sayın Meclis Başkanımızı ve Sayın Meclis Başkanımızı, Sayın Cumhurbaşkanı Yardımcımızı ve Sayın Binali Yıldırım'ı, buyurun efendim. Sayın Binali Yıldırım'ı lütfen davet edebilir miyim? Meclis Başkanımız, buyurunuz efendim. Bu güzel karaya sizi de alalım. Meclis Başkanımız, Cumhurbaşkanı Yardımcımız Binali Yıldırım da bizlerle beraber. Bir fotoğraf karesi de böyle alalım lütfen. Eşleri de davet edebilir miyiz lütfen? Eşleri de bu güzel kareye alabilir miyiz? Sayın bakanlarımız ve eski meclis başkanlarımızı davet etmek istiyorum. Lütfen eşlerimizi de davet etmek istiyorum bu güzel kareye. Efendim, meclis bakanlarımızı ve eşlerini, meclis başkan vekilimizi, Celal Adan Bey'i lütfen, meclis başkan vekilimizi de bekliyoruz. Evet, bu gurur tablosu Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın liderliğinde hepimizin genel genel başkan yardımcılarımız, vekillerimiz, eşleri lütfen sahnede bizlerle beraber olurlarsa çok seviniriz. Evet efendim. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz bu güzel günde bizlerle beraber olduğunuz için. Güvenlik sebebiyle sahneye gelemiyoruz. Güvenlik sebebiyle arabalarımızın, araçlarımızın yanına yanaşamıyoruz. Lütfen hassasiyet gösterirseniz çok sevinirim. Evet, çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Programımız böylece sona ermiştir. Ancak güvenlik sebebiyle sahneye alamıyoruz sizleri. Ancak çok yakın bir zamanda Türkiye'nin otomobilini zaten birebir görüyor olacağız. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza hem bu ülkeye verdiği vizyondan ötürü hem de bugün için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Evet, Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza tekrar teşekkür ediyoruz.